Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in today. I have a little bit of a cold, so my voice is going to be slightly nasally this video, but I really wanted to film these empties for you and share my product reviews. I'm going to get started on a body wash that I used up. It's the Crabtree Evenly Gorgeous Burnt Brown Sugar and Carrot Butter Exfoliating Body Wash, 18 fluid ounces for $3.49. Really good deal. You're getting a lot of ounces in this bottle, and I felt like it just smelled really rich. The lather was nice. I was left with feeling really hydrated on my skin after using this product, probably a little bit more hydrating than my Olay as well, and the Dove body washes I've used, and this one is $1 or $2 less expensive compared to the Dove and Olay, so felt like that was awesome. I heard about this product from my friend here on YouTube, Melissa Prada. I'll put her channel down below. She does beauty videos, product reviews, empties, and she recommended this. I really enjoy the scent of this. That brown sugar kind of smell. It's very creamy vanilla, slightly bakery kind of scent to it. So if you're into floral and fresh, this might not be for you, but if you like vanilla scents, if you like rich kind of almost ambery scents, you'll probably enjoy this. I know that I did. But I believe this contains microbeads, so unfortunately I'm not going to be repurchasing this until Crest can remove the little exfoliating beads that they put in this. And you can feel it when you're washing with this cleanser, with this body wash. You can feel it on your skin, the little particles rubbing against your skin to kind of slough off any extra dry skin that you might have. But I just don't know why they have those in there with all the controversy with wildlife, so I will not be repurchasing that, sadly, because I loved the scent and I like how it performed and the price. So Caress, please remove those microbeads. The next product is the Crabtree and Evelyn Citron Honey and Coriander Ultra Moisturizing Hand Therapy. This is a 0.9 ounce little sample that I received, and a full size is 3.5 ounce for $22. This is a very fresh lemon scented hand cream, very moisturizing. It didn't really sink all that well into my skin. It was very hydrating, but I didn't feel like it went into my skin very well. I felt like it was a little bit tacky. It doesn't contain mineral oil, parabens, or propylene glycol. I'm not a fan of this little screw-on cap though. I felt like it's kind of hard when I'm fumbling my purse. I just want a hand cream, and then I have to, tediously remove it and then put it back on. I just want an easy flip cap or a little pop cap, so I don't think I'd purchase a full size of this. The next product is the Giovanni Ultra Moist Deep Moisture Hair Mask. This is enriched with avocado oil, and it's for very dry, damaged hair. This was very thick, very moisturizing, and I used it a little bit too high up on my head. I felt like it made my roots look a little greasy. When I was putting this on too, it was just really goopy feeling. Like, it didn't feel nice. It didn't slip onto my hair and make my hair feel really easy to manage in the shower. A full size retails for $9, and the full size is 5 ounces. I don't think I'd purchase a full size of this. I actually have 3 or 4 more of these. I received them at a wellness event at my local health food store, so I will use them when I'm traveling, but I'm not in love with it, so I wouldn't purchase a full size. This is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser, and this is a 0.6 fluid ounce little sample that I got for my birthday at Sephora. A full size is $38 for 5.1 ounce. I've used this several times before. I've used up a couple little samples of this. It's gentle, it's non-foaming, and it doesn't strip your face of its natural oils. But I felt like this last one that I used, it wasn't hydrating enough for me. I'm sorry, the sun's going in and out, so if there's any change in coloring or lighting, that's what's going on. I didn't feel like this was really removing the dirt, oil, makeup from my face. I felt like I had to use another cleanser on top of this if I used it at the end of the day. So I wouldn't purchase another one of these, or I wouldn't purchase one because I just received this as a free sample. But it doesn't contain parabens, sulfates, or phthalates. A couple of months ago, I purchased a Konjac Sponge Duo from Sephora. It's the Sephora Collection Clean Machine Konjac Sponge Duo for $7 for 2 sponges. There was a purple one, which I'm using currently in my bathroom, and then this green tea infused one, and I didn't really see any added benefits by having the green tea infused into the sponge. It's just a net-like, gentle cleansing sponge. When you wet it, it expands, and you can use it to wash your face at the end of the day, beginning of the day. Surprisingly, this started breaking down within like a month or two, which I felt like that's really quick for a Konjac sponge. I've had Konjac sponges for a good 4 to 5 months, sometimes even 6 months. I know that my son's been using this. He really likes using these, so that could kind of play a role in why it's breaking down a little bit, because he's probably not as gentle with this. But But this is a great, gentle cleansing tool that you can use at the end of the day or the beginning of the day. It's definitely more gentle than my Clarisonic or using a face cloth, and I really enjoyed this. For the price, I would purchase another one of these. And one other thing, it's biodegradable, which I think is really, really great. The Nourish Organic, this is probably one of my favorite empties. This is the Nourish Organic Moisturizing Cream Face Cleanser, Cucumber and Watercress. This is a 0.33 fluid ounce sample, and I'm using a sample of this, another one of these samples in my bathroom, and I'm like using the tiniest little bit because I really enjoyed this cleanser. You can purchase a full size, which is a 6-ounce bottle, for $8.19 at Target. I got a free sample of this at a wellness event at my local health food store and super impressed. I was a little surprised at how much I enjoyed this product because I've tried a Nourish deodorant in the past a couple of years ago, and it was so disappointing. I really didn't like it. So when I got this sample, I was like, you know, I'll give it a try. It's a face cleanser, why not? Test it out. Wow, I am really impressed with this. It says that it's non-drying. I feel like it is a little bit drying, but the thing about this is I feel like it really gets my makeup off and it really cleanses my skin like deep down. It almost has like a tingle to it as well, and it doesn't have peppermint in it. I don't believe it has peppermint in it. Like, I don't smell that when I'm washing my face. But I just wanted to mention a couple other things. Fragrance-free, gluten-free, vegan, cleans really well, and it didn't irritate my skin, didn't cause inflammation. I'm going to buy a full size of this. Once I run out of my Cetaphil cleanser that's in my shower, which I don't like, I'm gonna purchase a full size of this because I really enjoyed it, and it's a good price too. Another product that I enjoyed was the Lancome Multi-Action Eye Lifting and Firming Eye Cream. This is a 0.20 ounce sample. A full size is 0.5 ounce for $75. No! I always dread looking up skincare, especially higher end skincare, because when I enjoy something and then I look up the price, it's really disappointing. I'm disappointed this is so expensive because it worked really well. It was very hydrating, it wasn't too thick. Honestly, when I put it on my fingers, it felt like a cream, but when I put it on my skin, it just really sunk into my skin really well. It played well with my concealer. Like, after, you know, the eye cream would dry down and I put my concealer on top, it just looked really nice and not dry, and I enjoyed this a lot. I would pick up another sample of this if there was like a 100-point perk or even 200-point perk at Sephora. The 100% pure acai berry eye cream, I'll insert a picture here. It was $35 for 1 ounce, and I love that this company is more natural. This cream is vegan, contains lots of natural ingredients like aloe, rose, acai berry, vitamin E, and it's really generously sized. You get 1 ounce of product for $35. And the Lancome, you know, you get half the amount of product for twice the price. So I liked the price of this and the amount that you get, but it just didn't work out for my needs. I asked for it for Christmas. My husband gave it to me for Christmas, and I ended up returning it. This balled up underneath my concealer. It made my skin look really dry and crepey. Even though it was hydrating, there was something that my concealers didn't like they wouldn't work well together. So that was very, very disappointing. And even I tried using it at night only, but then in the morning I'd have to really scrub around my eyes to get the product off. So I felt like that defeats the purpose of an eye cream. Like, I want to be really gentle around my eye area and nourishing. I don't want to have to scrub my eyes in the morning. So I returned it. The Neutrogena Rapid Clear 2-in-1 Micro Clear Fight and Fade Toner, 8 ounces for $6.59 at Walmart. This is another return for me. I enjoyed it for the first week, and I know that my skin's a little bit sensitive when it comes to salicylic acid. I've tried Neutrogena products in the past that have salicylic acid in them, and after a little while my skin just does not like it. For some reason I'll get patches with little bumps in them, and they won't go away, and they'll just get really exacerbated if I keep using the product. Exact same thing that happened. My skin looked fine for maybe a week, week and a half, and then I just got this terrible breakout. It was really, my skin was inflamed. I had this patch of bumps that wouldn't go away, and I ended up returning it. And I'm pretty sure it's the salicylic acid because other products that I've used that contain salicylic acid, like face washes, toners, some of those like little pads that you use on your face, they just seem to make my skin freak out. So I'm gonna avoid that, and I did return that product. The Guerlain Lingerie de Peau Natural Perfection Foundation in O2N Light. 1 ounce retails for $63. I liked the finish of this, how it looked on my skin. It just felt really silky on my face, but the color did not match. It was definitely too pink peachy for me. This wasn't quite right. I did wear it once on its own, and I definitely had, like, you could see my face was a different color than my neck, and I did kind of blend it down a little bit, but it just wasn't quite right. So the rest of the product I used for several days and just put it in with my foundations and mixed just a little bit in, and it made my foundations a little silkier, and it just looked a little bit nicer on my skin. So I enjoyed this. I think that O2W Warm Light might be a little bit of a better shade match for me. So I would want to be shade matched, wear that for a couple of days, like get a little sample of it, wear it for a couple of days, see how it oxidizes, if it even oxidizes on me, and then kind of decide whether or not I'd want this. But I thought this was a good product, and I really liked the finish, and I liked how my skin looked with this, so it's definitely added to my Sephora loves list. But I have to use up at least 2 other foundations before purchasing a foundation, especially one that has that $63 price tag. The Alima Pure Pressed Foundation with Rose Hip Antioxidant Complex, 0.3 ounce, retails for $34. I asked my husband to get the color Ginger for me for Christmas, and he gave that to me. I tried it for a couple of weeks, about 2 weeks, and it just didn't work out for me. The matte finish was a little bit too dry looking on my skin, and the color match wasn't quite right. It was just a little bit too yellow toned for me. So I returned it after about 2 weeks of use. I like that this brand has more natural products. The powder's vegan and gluten-free, and I do have a couple little samples. Let me see if I can get them. These little Alima Pure samples of their loose powder, which is a satin matte. I have, I think, 4 or 5 of these, and they're in different colors. They have a really great shade range, so if you have a hard time being matched, they have so many different colors, and they go by tone, like your undertone, so it's really helpful if you're trying to decide what color that you want. If you're looking for like more natural products, Alima Pure makes some nice natural products. So I would consider a loose powder in the future, because I feel like the finish is a little bit better for me, and also I think I can get a better color match. So I have all those samples. I'm gonna keep testing them out and find the one that fits me the best. The Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for Men, 2.5 ounce, retails for $67, and this was my husband's. I wanted to share this really fast. My husband has gone through several bottles of these, and he has very sensitive eyes. Fragrances bother his eyes in general. Like, I've gotten him the little sample sets, and most of them bother his eyes, but the light blue does not. He really likes this and highly recommends it. The notes are Sicilian mandarin, frozen grapefruit peel, bergamot, juniper, rosemary, pepper, rosewood, muskwood, incense, and oak moss. I recommend trying a sample first, but I love the smell on him, and he really enjoys that it doesn't bother his eyes. The next product is from Replica, the Maison Margiela Paris Eau de Toilette in By the Fireplace. This is a very interesting scent. A full size is 3.4 ounce for $125. You're getting a lot of product for a full size. This smells woody and smoky, a perfect scent for fall, winter time. I am glad I have just a little sample of this, because I don't think I'd reach for this very much in the spring or summer. It's very unique. Smells very smoky to me, almost like roasting marshmallows by a fireplace or something like that, because there's kind of an undercurrent of vanilla and sweetness. It actually reminds me of that Bath & Body Works candle marshmallow fireside. It smells very similar to that, but that has more of a sweet scent, and this smells more like burning wood, but slightly like that too. I enjoyed this By the Fireplace, but I wouldn't purchase a full size. The next perfume sample I have is YSL's Black Opium perfume, 1 ounce, retails for $68. This is a very sexy smell to it, slightly more mature, but also sweet. It's just really nice. It's heavier. It's a little bit more of a nighttime perfume for me. And actually, I put it, my alarm's going off to pick up my son, but he has basketball practice, so we're good. I have a little more time. But this is a really nice scent. I kind of had it on my Sephora's love list, and then I took it off and put it back on, but I want to work through some other perfumes first before purchasing this. But I really liked this, and it had almost a grape scent to it for me, but it doesn't have that in the notes. The notes of this perfume are coffee accord, orange blossom, cedarwood essence, patchouli essence. Also has like a sensual vanilla fragrance to it, so this was very enjoyable. I enjoyed that quite a bit. And then a couple of things I wanted to share were just quick product reviews. I've used these products for a few weeks now, and these are items that were sent to me from Octoly. So the company has sent these items to me to just test out, to review, and these are 100% my own opinions on these products. I'm gonna share with you first about the Mineral Fusion skincare set that they sent me. There's a cleanser, a moisturizer, and an eye cream. And I'll start off with the eye cream. Let me see. I like one thing about Mineral Fusion, I like that they're a more natural brand. So that's why I was curious about trying and testing out their product. I have notes for all my empties. I type up detailed notes so that I can make sure I remember everything to share with you. The first product is an eye cream. It's the SPF 16 Brightening Eye Cream with firming rosehip oil, has broad spectrum SPF, and it claims to brighten, plump, and firm. And this is what it looks like. You're getting 1 ounce of product, which I felt like is a generous size for an eye cream. Most eye creams are 0.5 ounce. This is gluten-free, vegan, no parabens, phthalate-free, and again, you're getting a lot of product here. Now, it says it brightens, but it's very white looking. When I put this under my eyes, I feel like there's definitely a white cast to it. You can probably see right there. And I don't know, you really have to rub it in. It's not super moisturizing. I felt like it feels like a sunscreen. It feels kind of tacky and sticky and less like slip. Like the Lancome had a nice slip underneath my eyes and then absorbed quickly. This kind of sits more on top of the skin. I do like that it has the SPF in it. I don't understand why more eye creams don't have SPF in it, because that's a great way to ward off the signs of aging is sun protection. So I really like that there's SPF in this, but it just doesn't really like sink into my skin. It kind of sits on top. This is probably not my favorite eye cream, but I can make it work, and I like that it has SPF in it. The next product is the SPF 15 Brightening Moisturizer with Restoring Vitamin C. It has the broad spectrum SPF in it, softly illuminates and restores radiance, and it's 100% vegan. Again, it's gluten-free, paraben-free, vegan, phthalate-free, artificial color-free. So Mineral Fusion really likes to have more natural products, which is a definite plus for me. They use vitamin C to brighten your skin tone. At first when I used this, I really didn't like it. I felt like it was definitely a sunscreen feel to me. It made my skin look white, and I was like, of course it's brightening because my skin looks pale from the sunscreen in here. But eventually it kind of settles down, and I did see in the sunlight there's little like light reflecting particles in here to illuminate your skin, make it look a little bit softer and dewier, a little more youthful. I felt like I really had to rub this moisturizer into my skin, and when I'm using moisturizer, I just want to apply it gently and have it absorb into my skin and then have a supple feel to my skin. This had more of a true SPF product, sunscreen feel to it. It's kind of tacky. It didn't feel like a moisturizer. Honestly, I kind of felt like it wasn't really moisturizing very well. My skin didn't feel supple. It almost felt dry, like I needed another product. So those are my thoughts on this product. My favorite product out of the skincare set is definitely this cleanser. It's the Creamy Brightening Cleanser with Buffing Volcanic Stone. Gently polishes for smoother skin, improves complexion. It's 100% vegan, and you're getting 7 ounces in this bottle. It uses shea butter, green tea, vitamin C, and aloe. It cleanses well. It doesn't use harsh chemicals, and it has a light exfoliation to this. There's like little particles in this, but it's not super gritty, so I didn't feel like it irritated my skin. This is definitely my favorite out of the 3 products. Another product I received through Octoly is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss Butter. This is a huge lip balm, and I really have been enjoying it. It's made in the USA. There are no parabens, phthalates, animal byproducts, synthetic color, or propylene glycol. So it's a little bit more natural. It's formulated with acai and coconut oil. It feels really hydrating on my lips, but my favorite use for this lately is, since I've had a cold, I just have been applying it right underneath my nose, and it seriously has made it so that I don't even look like I have a rough patch underneath my nose. Like, it feels nice, it doesn't feel chapped, it doesn't feel like sore or raw at all. So whenever I would blow my nose, I would put this under there. And I also used it on my lips too, which could be a little bit gross, but one thing, when I'm using it, I put it under there and it smells so good. It has this kind of caramely scent to it, similar to this little body butter that I purchased from them, from Sephora. I did get another body cream, like their full size, through Octoly, but I purchased this one, the little travel one, myself because I really enjoyed the scent of it. Has a similar scent to the body cream, but this is a little bit different. It has more of like a cocoa butter, to me anyways. You're getting a lot of product. Like, I feel like this is a huge balm. And when it's not good for like precision, and there's no color to it, so that's fine. But I can just put it all over my lips and it feels hydrating. It smells really good. One thing though is it retails for $18, which I think is expensive. The little cream is $20. If I had to pick one, I'd probably go with the cream just because I feel like it just smells so good and the little light reflecting particles, it just looks so glowy and pretty. But this is really nice too. I wish it were just a little less expensive. But this is a really enjoyable and hydrating lip balm. There are a lot of pluses to this product and I've been enjoying it so far. Those are my Empties and my Octoly reviews. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and for your thumbs up. It really means so much to me and it really helps out my channel as well. I hope to see you guys really soon and have a good day. Bye.